I think Gary and I both got fooled. We thought there was a super positive story.
Man, I thought it was like a superhero story.
Yeah,
I
we
did
were
too.
like excited to bring you guys some positive news, and it is, I guess. I mean, because the ending is happy, but the story's
It could have
kind of
ended
misleading.
badly.
Yeah, it's a not bad ending, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it should be from hero to zero, because that woman's no hero.
Well, I mean, she stops it, but it wasn't. It wasn't
It was
all
her
it purported
fault.
to be. Yeah,
Hey, you
It's
might
her
want to explain what you're talking
irresponsibility.
about.
Yeah, let's just jump into that one first. So we thought we found a good story. Sorry, they're hard to find. But the title is DoorDash Driver Stops Carjacking Child Abduction in Oakland Hills, Oakland. Okay, so Oakland Hills must be an upscale area, I'm guessing, because you can kind of see the houses on the video, and the fact that it's a nice SUV that the delivery person is leading or is using to deliver, but then even a nicer brand new SUV pulls up and the people trying to steal it are in a nicer SUV. So I'm just guessing it's a nicer part of Oakland. But here's the story: is that okay, I'm thinking when I saw this, like, oh, so a DoorDash driver did something awesome and like stepped out of their realm and saved this kid and the car. No, it was her car, it was her kid, and she left it running. I mean,
Unlocked.
unlocked.
Like not even directly in front of the house either. If you look at it, she's like pulled past the house a little bit and then walks up the driveway.
But
I mean,
easy enough that you can tell the other car had been following that person since they picked the food up.
I'm pretty sure that other car was like right there when they came to the stop. Like it was like,
oh, dude, they
could
were
have
on
been the
it.
people who ordered it. They could have all been on it. Let me order food. Well,
I think they just poach restaurants that are busy, watch DoorDashers that have the nicest cars, and follow them.
Isn't that the only thing I kept thinking though? Was, man, she's driving an SUV. Gas is crazy for that SUV.
You weren't thinking about the kid?
No, I was. But first, when I saw, before I even like read the article, and I really thought it was like DoorDash driver to the rescue, and I'm thinking, wow, that DoorDash driver is spending a lot of money on gas with an SUV. And then I read the article.
That's the first thing I thought too. Yeah. It was like I seen him pull out. I was like, "Oh, that's an SUV. That's gas guzzler."
Yeah, I'm not happy.
But they're saving money on childcare, though. So hey.
Well, no, because they got
when the child is gone, they're not going to have that.
I mean,
that's not funny.
I don't know. 3.5 seconds. For whatever.
They'll learn to lock the door after that. I mean, nowadays all the cars little click thing.
Like if nobody's actually watched the video, it is a clickbait title that KTVU did.
Absolutely.
But that will show you how fast someone's going to steal your car if you leave it running. Luckily, mine is a fob, so if you get in it, you press on the brake or try and put it in gear, it automatically dies.
Right.
Yeah.
I think mine would go, but if I have my fob with me, but it's not going to go very far. It's going to go about maybe a half a block or something, and it's done.
No, I tested mine. I got in it, started it up, got out, put the fob on the ground, got back in, pressed the brake, and it was like, doop.
See, Gary would be the one to test it.
I don't know. The whole thing to me as a mom is just so incredibly scary. First of all, kid almost gets hijacked by a carjacker, and then on top of that the carjacker gets out and then runs it into a wall, which is even more scarier. So you go from like one scary situation to, oh my god, my daughter's in a car that's gonna crash, and
already, like we were talking about this, you guys backstage, that already I'm wondering how many crimes that person could face, because there could be kidnapping in there, even though really they only didn't even get across the street with them. I mean,
I think it'd be
it was like 3 or 4 seconds of kidnapping. It was like 3 or 4 seconds.
But then they ran into another person's wall that
destruction of property,
like in front of their house. So
let's see. We got
damage.
We got the car theft, Grand
Theft Auto.
We got reckless driving. We got
child endangerment,
attempted kidnapping of a minor,
contributing to the delinquency of a minor because they probably had some drugs on them.
And dude, how stupid if they had got caught? How bad is that person going to have in jail? What are you in for? I
I
It's a
said
long
the car.
story.
I hope they make up a good story because that one's just going to have people going, man, you're so stupid.
I just said that the carjacker probably got into the car. The baby or the kid was probably sleeping, totally silent, until the lady starts screaming, "My daughter, my daughter!" The carjacker probably went, "I'm out."
Yeah.
It
My
happens
gosh, look
more
in the
often.
back.
That happened more often than not. Carjackings where a child is still in the car because they're only thinking about the car. They don't think about what's going to
Right.
be in there. So this actually happens more often than not.
And there was a
Scary.
dasher in California. Was it last year or the year before that the kid did get kidnapped? I don't know if you guys
I've heard
remember
of
that. And I believe the parent or the person who was driving the parent was living out of the car on top of it.
Wow.
So I mean, just this horror situation, but I don't
Now,
know.
let me ask this question: is it wrong that one of the thoughts that comes to my mind is, after that car runs into the wall, is like, how are you going to try to explain that dent on the insurance? Are you going to say, I got into a minor fender bender and what happened while I left my car? And
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna say
screwed.
somebody tried to steal my car.
While you left it running, will the insurance give you a tough time?
the door open unlocked.
Yeah,
Somebody's
kind of
still,
screwed.
still theft.
That's when you have a
Yeah.
little sugar packet and you pour it in the gas tank so you just get a new car. I don't know what they did.
I don't know.
In
I mean,
the
yeah,
seconds they had it.
She needs one. She's driving an SUV. So
Well, the
like,
adjuster's
yeah.
going to come in there. The adjuster's like, that thing, you were all in the news, ma'am. I have it all on video. I'm going to deny that claim.
Yeah, I don't. This is a really good question, Christopher. I don't know why. In fact, like,
Well, I
Jerry was
can
saying with
tell
the
you why.
fob,
It's lack of options. I mean,
I know,
that's what
but
it
dude,
is.
you're not out
Yeah,
of the option to lock your
babysitting is
car,
too expensive.
even if it involves turning it off. You're not out of that option.
Well, yeah, definitely. That's
Well, no.
Yeah, we're not talking
Go,
about
go.
the reason why you leave the car unlocked with your kid inside, but like why you have your kids in there in the first place. Most of the time, it's like you say, who are you gonna pay to watch them? Is it going to be worth it? You going out to do? I don't know how much money you're gonna make with DoorDash, but definitely the responsibility of making sure your child is secure. She failed.
Yeah, like if it was me and I had to leave my kid in the car at that young age, I definitely would have the back window cracked enough just for the air. And whenever I got out, I would lock the door real quick, even though it's only 3-4 seconds.
Like your dog.
Yeah, like a dog.
That's what I
man.
just thought of the second he said,
Wow.
Yeah.
"The window crack."
I mean, it's the most humane thing.
Well, because I mean,
how young is the child? I didn't watch the video.
Yeah,
It
it
didn't
doesn't say. But
I feel like
I'm
3 or 4
guessing
is a good
toddler.
age. Yeah.
I'm
Toddler.
guessing toddler.
Then I wouldn't do it at all. Then that young, I wouldn't do that kind of work. That's too young. I think like
the-
4, like
the
5,
very end
6,
of it
7.
says,
So you're
the
just gonna be
child
homeless?
The child was not hurt so far. No word on any arrests.
Yeah, I mean, like I get people have to work. That's just how it is. I mean,
I'm
just
just like,
because
I wouldn't feel comfortable enough. To do
it could be now. I would say if she wasn't driving the big old SUV and everything like that she probably was a single mother. But that's an expensive SUV to say that.
Yeah, it's a lot of the context that we don't know.
Well,
or
it
the
was
story.
someone gets so the people were in a Mercedes who tried to jack the car, and they were in a Mercedes SUV, and they were trying to steal a Durango.
It was a new one, like a nice one.
Yeah,
It was nice.
They
It's
both
a
look
nice
brand
Durango.
new.
I mean,
yeah. No, they both look brand new actually. But I will say the people who were trying to steal it had the nicer car.